Let's get started here. The pistol round on Ascent. A bit of disrespect being shown to that one way of over just set up there with the smoke. They have already taken control of it, and it looks like a very fast hit indeed. The smoke. Dash straight in. Aspas wants to try and break up the placement of it. A bit of spam going through the door as well. The turret setup and the nano swarm. It should be able to allow everyone on Loud to get into the site.
I love that from Les. You're pushing away anybody that could be trying to peek through. Yeah, there's no KO there, but you know, there's not going to be any flash peeks, but if anyone starts to get cheeky, no, push them away. And this is going to be a full 5v5 retake.
G2 just making sure that by that time, look for opportunities with the slow going through main. This might be it, but already the crossfire. The swing comes through. 2 picks for them, but G2 straight from heaven. Mixwell, 71 health, has the Sheriff in hand. The swing coming from Generator. Now it's the 2v2. Hoodie is low. Dart available for Sassy. Does he want to do it? Walled off to the side. Pancada. Now it's the 1v1, and he has to be careful. He knows Mixwell's not off it. The dash pushing him. Mixwell trying to take it, but unable to win it out.
Dominating in Brazil, but their pistol round win rate has not been that great, and they went 1 for 6 against Liquid, or 1 out of 6, I should say.
G2, all the utility just to try and take the space rapidly.
This is, of course, a little dangerous depending on who's nearby. If overslinks into the smoke, didn't have a shorty.
Yeah, and tagged up into the back. That's going to be Hoodie dealt with reasonably enough. Still, Nuki just trying to find the right timing. Only the one going down for him. Aspas starting to feel confident, Josh. I mean, the desk was certainly highlighting it. G2's counter-stratting, trying to shut this guy down. He's a rookie player. He's known as the final boss.
Down with that Sage. I think they're going to have their hands full dealing with this one, though.
Yeah, Mixwell, I mean, obviously, no stranger to Jet, but doesn't play it as much these days. The current compositions that G2 flex onto, it's only really this map, and forced to just teleport back. Loud again with the rapid engagement straight away. The paranoia to try and disrupt it, but already the dash through into the cloud burst, and the swing comes there. Sassy with 2.
I love the way that they're using their utilities. Sadak's Fragment Grenade isolates out anybody that could be pushing a tree. They dash in, and the swing, it's doubled up with Aspas Sassy coming out through the smoke.
So aggressive.
This is an aggressive, well-executed, coordinated bonus round. The Loud haven't even lost anyone.
Yeah, everybody's intact. A little bit bruised, perhaps, but G2 forced. You can see them on the other side of the minimap. They know we have to save this weaponry. 3v5, these guns, we can't afford to lose them.
And it's a smart call, but it's one they wish they never had to make. Loud taking an early 3-0 here, and G2's economy is going to be hurting a little bit. Mixwell's not been involved in these kills, not anywhere near a Blade Storm, so he needs the Vandal heading into the next, and Loud can hunt. I don't think the time's really going to be there for him to contest all of these players in back B.
Yeah. When I think of both of these teams as well, G2 and Loud, it's, I think, 2 teams that do very well with not necessarily dealing with the pressure, but...
Buy this is for G2, though. They've still got those 3 rifles that they got. Hoodie with an angle into mid, not going to see anybody because this fight's happening in EMEA.
Yeah.
And Loud are just dominating it. They've been able to go anywhere on the map they want. In theory, Avova is holding this area with a one-way, but it's just getting disrespected. G2 have no control on this area of the map. Loud just barrel in and barrel them over.
Hunter's Fury up top, that was the tag. Maybe not anticipating it, looking for that pickoff. That's Sassy unleashing the ultimate. I believe did a bit of damage there, but now it's up to Meadow to try and anchor and lock it down for the back of the dice. He does get the one, but Aspas immediately trades. With all this space that they've gained up onto the site, Hoodie swings out, but he is so low. He is rewarded with the 1 pick off there.
Standing ahead.
And it falls down into a 2v2. The recon dart pushing Hoodie away. Still 15 seconds until Hoodie has a heal online, so that's not going to be a factor. As Sassy takes a chunk of damage there through the floor.
Just a bit of spam there. Hoodie hunting for it. They need to sync something up here with this retake. Nuki's only got the stinger, I should say.
No charges left.
That's almost impossible to get anything done, but 15 seconds have been bought. Heal comes back online. Hoodie's going to be healthy. But what can they really do here? Nuki has to be a bit of a sacrificial lamb. No, he sticks.
He's just sticking it. Shot dart off to the side. That's enough. Claims the target, but still Hoodie could do some damage right now. Not an performance from them.
Yeah, I mean, it has been a fantastic beginning to this map for Loud, for Brazil. Part of that is because they absolutely rolled all of their competition in Brazil. When we talk about dominant teams, Loud is at the top of the list in their respective region.
Absolutely. Similar levels of regional dominance, like DRX.
I would argue even
More so. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
At least DRX had a bit of competition. But anyway, rifles on the board here for G2. And this is very different look. No early A main pressure, and Avova's common this to the rest of them. They've given mid, though, and it's safe, bunkered positions for G2 as they try and figure out where Loud are going.
And because it's such a tempo change, isn't it? From the beginning of how they've been playing these rounds with such aggression. Slowed it down a tad. Aspas has to use the dash off to the side. Blade Storm, obviously, still available in his back pocket if he chooses to use it, but Nuki just holds down that one line-of-sight angle. Gets a crossfire into him.
But here comes the pivot. I mean, Sadak is thinking about going towards... No, there is no way that Les just got them both there in mid.
What? Okay. Gets away with it, 30 health, and now Meadow, he's going to be feeling it. Has to try and swing into this one, does get the one into the drone, unable to break it, has to back away, and it's given Sadak a lot of space to work with. He's lurked through that market area.
The timing is good, and it's all on Meadow. 3v3, his teammates
20 seconds.
A long way away.
Time running low in this round. G2 are fast in terms of this retake onto B main. Sassy needs to hold it. Does get the one. The dart though combos up. Pankada falls. 9 seconds remaining. I've got to get a move on here. Spike has to start to go down just in time. I know where Nuki's positioning was. He fired the dart from earlier.
And that off angle is brutal to deal with.
Yeah.
And Sassy seems unkillable at times. Take a look at this from Les.
Spray control.
It's just absurd.
It is nasty. We were highlighting it, Aspas versus Mixwell, in terms of having to shut down Aspas, this guy. So much hype. Expectations on his shoulders as well from a lot of the fans. And so far Mixwell's been having a hard time of things because, I mean, round 6 in, you look at the ultimates, he's still 2 away from the Blade Storm.
Yeah, he's just had no opportunity really to explore aggressively in any area. Loud once more have slowed the pace down here. G2's got a great stack going, and there's all possibility that Loud fall into it. The spike is over here. They've been trending towards A, generally speaking.
And they tend to just go off of hits, honestly, off the drone. Haven't really seen too much in the way of cancelling it.
Sometimes, though, with these, even with these stack plays on the eco, it can be the abilities that are the most dangerous part.
Yeah.
And Sadak has the null command. See what they choose to invest on this hit.
Drone.
What does the drone see?
One player close. The flash to try and disrupt this one. Beautiful dart off into the backside of it. That's Mixwell taken care of, though. Sadak comboing over the rest of his team, and Aspas is kind of left alone there. Hoodie at the back of Generator, and they've realized, oh my word, we were walking straight into the stack. They have to regain the spike. They do. 24 seconds left, though. And now they commit the lockdown. No player's going to be just hiding, carrying at the back, and that's going to be the wall bang. The positioning was predictable. Nuki, one quick little shot, but immediately you see that trade.
0. G2 are getting destroyed right now. This counter-strike, if you want to call it that, with the Sage, they've had no ability to slow these hits and go in here. Looks like there's a wall boost.
This is cheeky.
For Mixwell. They haven't really been peeking top mid very often, though. In fact, not at all that I can remember.
All the way down the bottom. Did he see the head? Not sure.
I believe so.
Okay, a bit of a tag. That's actually going to be committed. An ultimate in play, but Sadak uses his own ultimate, I believe, to cancel out that Hunter's Fury. Nuki popped it off looking for a pick, but he just completely gets rid of it.
Brutal. And now Nuki's just alone with a Vandal in A main. He is positioned pretty well here. Sadak still with the fragment grenade, though, to make sure that Hoodie can't have too much impact in his position. And Sadak's got the read on this. There's 4 players over towards A, and he's smelt it. He's sniffed it out. They're headed with the spike back over to B. Meadow, once again, has the potential to be the hero of the hour, and Hoodie, with a little jump spot, realizes they're back in mid. Yeah, G2 are going to start the rotate, but is it too little too late?
Albus cross around Hoodie, great slow to try and disrupt it. Paranoia across the site, the Hunter's Fury as well. That's a connection. Sidestep the dodge, ultimate's being popped, and there is some backup here. Vova going to be joining his teammate now, and players are on the site. Can they try and deal with this one, though? All up on lane. The utility is there to try and find it, but it's a bow with the rifle. Quick shots. 2 are really all he needs, and a head's taken off of them.
Setting the pace, but this time G2 respond perfectly for a prime game in Flawless here. Crucial difference. Mixwell, operator in hand, gets pushed away from the angle by all of that early utility. Now Aspas hunting him on the side.
I mean, this looks so different. Just a fast play into B. straight through main. Aspas already gaining orders control. It's a dart trying to combo it, but look at the flash. A bit mistimed, still hiding behind the boxes. Meadow just wants to try and lock it down, but he will eventually fall. 3v3 for them though. Mixwell updraft, hit with the knives in hand. He just can't quite get it. The connection onto the target not there.
Still winnable for G2 though. In fact, the shock darts coming out from Nuki. They catch onto less. Just playing that D4 position, almost on top of the spike.
Paranoia in hand for Avova. And the players, yeah, you can see it, just holding. That's going to be the cue to go now. Paranoia catches onto Mixwell. Bit of hesitation there, one shot going through. Aspas has to play this well. Can't quite flick up in time, and G2, they just about get there with a player advantage.
Oh, the utility wasn't effective from Avova, but the rifling was. Excellent play there on the timing on the retake. Maybe Brazil, a bit weaker of a region than EMEA, but I think Loud would disagree with that if they're able to continue this kind of pace.
And the Sage Wall again in market, just try and lift up and find a sightline at the bottom of mid.
But it's never found any success.
It's never found anyone.
At any point. And yet when Mixwell tries to play towards the extremities, they push him away with utility.
They're going to be popping out of this one. Very rapid once more, flash around the side, but there's that slow up to try and once again disrupt it. And look at this!
What a
placement of the trip!
Great counter strat from Meadow, perfectly timed at the exact space where Aspas would dash into it.
Oh, Mixwell with the updraft just to get a bit of information. Still Loud do not want to cancel this hit. Sadak is in, another trip going to be catching, connecting. Information gathered. Meadow though, he's got to win now, but now how does Les get that? He's so low, Hoodie though swings through! And still, now we're down to a 2v2. Sassy, 1 health to his name. A bit of spam will finish him off. Just round the corner, the crosshair placement, he ducks. Paranoia is excellent. Nuki pushing with the rest of his team. Finds the one. No way, the classic pulled down, but Nuki swings it. Wins it in the end.
What an absurd way to finish that round. I thought for a moment there that Sassy had it. Just unreal. And these are the kind of rounds that G2 are pulling away. It feels like they're on the back foot constantly, even as they make a bit of a comeback here. Some presence in this map. The retakes are still pretty good. This retake timing, the way that they're holding angles for each other, it's solid. And Avova's Paranoia catches this time onto Sadak, isolates Sassy. Defensive anchors. Meadow getting creative with a trip.
Mixwell just backing away for but a moment to dodge that with the knife coming through, but as he tries to take the reposition, Loud already in. Aspas has already taken that mid control.
So much faster than Mixwell thought he would be.
And now look at it, the tempo just being set again. Drone comes through, flash as well to see if he can get anything done. The nade to push them away from that smoke just in case they make any sort of cheeky plays.
And Loud are out.
They've just pivoted into mid.
As soon as the drone is coming through, Nuki just paralyzed, getting information for the rest of his team.
Meadow pops everything, but he's off onto the side. This angle, it's an instant trade. Aspas, he gets it. But no one on the other side of things. That Rez is able to get off, so Hoodie's brought Mixwell back into the fray. With 55 seconds in the round, the spike is going to be able to go down, but Loud's post-plant positioning here, it's not bad.
Spike planted.
Les just got his ultimate off the back of that. The lockdown now available for Loud in the post-plant. I don't see a way they lose this. I mean, if Les is able to just pop this one off, how is that countered?
G2 have to go fast from it. Paranoia off to the side. Mixwell tries to peek off of it, but the Cloudburst in play and already taken out. That's just head-to-head. There's just no way, right? There's no way they have enough time to try and do this one. Aspas, dash, Hoodie, 66 health. Does have the rifle, but not enough, and it's been 4 kills. Is Aspas really going to close out this round with an ace? Wouldn't be surprised. Hunting down Avova, and that is more than clean. The precision.
Good. And the problem is, if you're not able to shut him down, I mean, look at this opening. He's so fast into mid, and on such an unexpected angle when Mixwell goes for the re-peek. And the problem is, Brent, the problem is, if you're not able to shut him down early, he's going to keep pushing further and further.